We all need people who will give us feedback. That's how we improve. Patience is a key element of success. Success usually comes after a lot of trial and error and a lot of failures. Successful individuals are those who have the patience to stick through all the frustrating moments along the way. Important to have people in our lives who will give us honest, constructive feedback. This is the only way we can grow and become better. The belief that the world is getting worse, that we can't solve extreme poverty and disease, isn't just mistaken. It's harmful. That even the most challenging problems have solutions, and that if you're in a position to help other people, then you should do so. Everyone needs a coach. It doesn't matter whether you're a basketball player, a tennis player, a gymnast, or a bridge player. We can only improve so much on our own, which is why we need a coach or a mentor to help us. This is the best way to ensure you're continuing to live up to your full potential. Don't compare yourself with anyone in this world. If you do so, you are insulting yourself. We all have unique gifts and our own ways of contributing to the greater good. By trying to copy someone else, you're shortchanging yourself and depriving the world of all you have to offer. Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. That problems were really opportunities and ways to improve. And, in business, unhappy customers have the most to teach you about how you can improve your products and services. I can understand wanting to have millions of dollars. There's a certain freedom, meaningful freedom, that comes with that. But once you get much beyond that, I have to tell you, it's the same hamburger. Most people want to be wealthy, but past a certain point, money isn't going to increase your happiness or add more meaning to your life. Television is not real life. In real life, people actually have to leave the coffee shop and go to jobs. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of success, but success on its own has very little to teach you. It's important to pay attention to your failures and learn from them going forward. If you are born poor, it's not your mistake, but if you die poor, it's your mistake. Life is not fair. Get used to it. To win big, you sometimes have to take big risks. Measuring programming progress by lines of code is like measuring aircraft building progress by weight. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. I choose a lazy person to do a hard job. Because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it. If you can't make it good, at least make it look good. Only through focus can you do world-class things, no matter how capable you are. I never took a day off in my 20s. Not one. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Be nice to nerds. Chances are you'll end up working for one. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. If your business is not on the internet, then your business will be out of business. People cannot become truly knowledgeable without being excellent readers. If you think your teacher is tough, wait till you get a boss. I work hard because I love my work. Software is a great combination between artistry and engineering. Success today requires the agility and drive to constantly rethink, reinvigorate, react, and reinvent. I am not in competition with anyone but myself. My goal is to improve myself continuously. A breakthrough in machine learning would be worth 10 Microsofts. To be a good professional engineer, always start to study late for exams because it teaches you how to manage time and tackle emergencies. I was lucky to be in the right place at the right time. But many others were also in the same place. The difference was that I took action. I am not topper in my university, but all toppers are working in my Microsoft company. Innovation is moving at a scarily fast pace. Investing in tomorrow's technology today is more critical than ever. Software is the magic thing whose importance only goes up over time. We always overestimate the change that will occur in the next 2 years and underestimate the change that will occur in the next 10. Don't let yourself be lulled into inaction. If I only had $2 left, I would spend $1 on PR. I believe innovation is the most powerful force for change in the world. The most meaningful way to differentiate your company from your competition is to do an outstanding job with information. Legacy is a stupid thing. I don't want a legacy. Bringing together the right information with the right people will dramatically improve a company's ability to develop and act on strategic business opportunities. Common Core is a big win for education. While we're all very dependent on technology, it doesn't always work. My grade point average went from a 2.2 to a 4.0 over the summer. I wanted to get straight A's. I decided to get straight A's. I didn't want people to think I was dumb. And when you get straight A's once, it's easier. The internet is just a passing fad. Knowledge management is a means, not an end. I hope someday what people can do with their lives depends on their talents and how hard they are willing to work, rather than on where they happen to be born. The ability of a successful company to add functionality to its product has long been upheld. There is a difference between what technology enables and what historical business practices enable. The future of Windows is to let the computer see, listen, and even learn. There's nobody getting rich writing software that I know of. If you believe that every life has equal value, it's revolting to learn that some lives are seen as worth saving and others are not. We said to ourselves, this can't be true. But if it is true, it deserves to be the priority of our giving. If you're using first-class land for biofuels, then you're competing with the growing of food. And so you're actually spiking food prices by moving energy production into agriculture. Even though I only have a high school degree, I'm a professional student. I have seen firsthand that agricultural science has enormous potential to increase the yields of small farmers and lift them out of hunger and poverty. The inventory, the value of my company, walks out the door every evening. The pace of progress in biology creates a foundation that naturally gets picked up by the biotech and pharmaceutical industry to solve rich world diseases. This is attractive science. It's science that people want to work on. 2 out of every 5 people on Earth today owe their lives to the higher crop outputs that fertilizer has made possible. Innovation is a good thing. The human condition, put aside bioterrorism and a few footnotes, is improving because of innovation. If you take from the most wealthy and give to the least wealthy, it's good. It starts to balance out. Drones overall will be more impactful than I think people recognize, in positive ways to help society. We are not even close to finishing the basic dream of what the PC can be. We're at the point now where the challenge isn't how to communicate effectively with email, it's ensuring that you spend your time on the email that matters most. Headlines, in a way, are what mislead you because bad news is a headline, and gradual improvement is not. When I was in college, for the games of that era, I was as hardcore as anyone was. I wouldn't say I outgrew it, but you always have to have a finite number of addictions. Vaccination is one of the easiest things on the way to development. It's much easier than roads and a great education system. It's very basic. It's one of the first things you want to get right. Like a human being, a company has to have an internal communication mechanism, a nervous system, to coordinate its actions. I don't think you are as capable of handling lack of sleep or whatever challenges you throw at your body as you get older. However, I never missed a day of work.